So what I have here with me is the Ultimate Retriever Launcher Bundle. And I'm gonna go over what's included and kind of talk you through some different use cases on how I utilize the Ultimate Retriever Launcher Bundle in my training with my dog. So first things first, let's go ahead and get the launcher itself. This is what you're gonna see when you open your box. This is how it's gonna come. It is ready to be put in the launcher tube, which is really the next thing you can pull out, okay? So the launcher tube is pretty straightforward and simple. You just kind of line this up here, slide it on in there, just like that. Make sure that you get it seated in there fully. Make sure that the screw on the back here is kind of loosened up so that you can seat it perfectly. Then once you put it in there, tighten that screw down and you are ready to go. Just make sure that here it's kind of lined up straight and if you do that, I'm having to tighten it down again. But once you line it up straight, that's how you open this, and then you can put your launcher loads in here. These launchers are incredibly durable. They're made out of a great blend of stuff. When you get this, like you may think, is that plastic? It's not plastic, it's a special polymer. It's extremely durable, and I've used it a lot and abused it, I would say, just to really put it to the test so that you can trust that it's gonna work for you. But this is the launcher itself. What I love about this launcher here compared to other launchers that I've used in training is the weight, which means this weight is gonna reduce the felt recoil when you're actually launching it. And believe it or not, I mean, you may think, oh, it's just a 22 blank. When you put that thing on your leg, if you're using a lighter launcher, you can expect it to really let you know that it's there. So that's what I really love about this. The weight is fantastic. It feels sturdy, feels durable, and it's gonna help you really not have some recoil. But now let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's talk about the training dummies and what you're getting this thing for, which is to launch these things. So first up in this pack, you're gonna get this white canvas dummy. This thing is fantastic just for general purpose training. You could probably expect 40-ish yards with a green launcher load with this, somewhere in there, give or take, depending on wind and all that. But this is just a great all-around training dummy. The dogs love to hold it, feels good in their mouth, and it's just a really good training dummy. The next one you're gonna get is another white canvas with a tassel. What is this gonna do? Number one, it's gonna make it easier to mark. Number two, it's going to not go quite as far. So if you're working with a younger dog, or maybe you're working on a setup to where you wanna launch this one a little bit further and this one a little bit shorter, because you just wanna practice what you may experience in the field, great option to kind of mix it up. Your next set of training dummies are some of my favorite, but things can get a little wild with these. These are the bullets. These things will go a long way. This one here, I've gotten it out to 100 yards with a green load. This is a bullet without a tassel. So it's a fantastic training dummy for range. And the use case for this is, for me at least, I'm not usually getting my dog to mark these per se, because they're a little hard to mark if you're just launching it. It's not that it can't be done, but at 100 yards, this little thing flying through the air, high up through there, a little hard to see. But for me, what I'm gonna use this for is really, I'm gonna launch some blind retrieves out there. So maybe I have a more advanced dog and I wanna launch something before I get my dog out of the truck so that I can use all these other dummies in my regular training, and then I can line them up, send them on a blind, and they learn to trust me. So it's a great use case for the bullet. It's also just a good use case in general if you just really wanna get some distance out there. Your next one is the bullet with a tassel. And again, this is just an all-around great dummy. It's not gonna go as far. So if you want to have more range, but you still wanna slow things down a bit, this bullet's a fantastic option as well. Or maybe you wanna do a blind retrieve with this one, but you just kinda wanna put it in a certain spot, not quite as far as the regular bullet will go. These are the training dummies that it comes with. This is to get you started. We offer other training dummies, right? So orange colored, we offer red. We also offer a black and white canvas. So we've got a host of other training dummies, but this kind of gives you a good broad view of everything to figure out which training dummies you like, and which ones your dogs like. So you can give that a go. The next and final thing that your launcher comes with is earplugs. Super important, protect your hearing. You wanna hear, right? You wanna hear those ducklings coming in. You wanna hear your family talking to you and all that, so protect your hearing. We include 2 sets of those just in case you lose one of the earplugs. It's a little bit louder than you may expect, so just go ahead and put them in the first time. That'll save your ears. And then your launcher loads. It includes 100 launchers loads here, as well as a launcher load holder, right? So if you just carry this around the box like I used to do, and they get wet, they're not gonna all fire, because if they get wet, it may not be good. So use this here, keep your launcher loads dry. That way you're good to go. But this is what is included with the Ultimate Launcher Bundle Kit. and that will get you going. That'll get you out there training with your dog. And these things are just a blast. They're fun to train with. There's so many different things you can do with them to really enhance your retriever training experience. So I hope you've enjoyed this explanation of the Ultimate Launcher Bundle, and we would love for you to purchase one, and we hope that you enjoy it, and we're sure that your dog will as well.